Welcome to Easy Driver, the most reliable source of automotive information on YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. To stay at the top globally, Japanese automakers must recognize that a single vehicle standard no longer works. The days of making one car for the world are rapidly fading. Varying fuel costs, constantly changing local regulations, and highly specific consumer tastes force companies to design truly localized products. Success in 2026 relies on making a vehicle feel explicitly designed for the person driving it, whether they are in Tokyo, Frankfurt, or Dallas. This demands a focused approach to everything from powertrain engineering to onboard technology. Meeting strict emissions rules in Europe and Asia. Regulations governing tailpipe pollution are growing stricter yearly, but the specifics vary widely between major regions. This regulatory patchwork requires extensive localization of powertrains. Automakers must ensure that every engine configuration, hybrid system, or battery electric vehicle not only meets but exceeds necessary limits in each country. Consider the complexity of compliance across just a few key areas. Tailpipe emission standards. Europe's Euro 7 standards demand extremely low levels of NOx and particulates, often pushing immediate development towards plug-in hybrids or full EVs. Meanwhile, some Asian countries are adopting standards based on earlier European models, allowing for specialized, highly frugal gasoline engines that might not pass in Brussels. Government incentives. Purchase incentives strongly influence what consumers buy. In markets offering significant tax breaks for vehicles with specific battery capacities, Japanese automakers must tailor the battery specifications inside their BEVs and hybrids. A smaller, cheaper battery might qualify for incentives in one country, while a larger, longer range pack is required elsewhere to meet consumer range anxiety, even in similar geographic regions. Vehicle weight and fuel efficiency. High fuel costs in Europe and parts of Asia reward small, efficient gasoline or hybrid engines. Engineers focus on lightness and aerodynamic efficiency to squeeze out every mile per gallon. In contrast, markets with historically lower fuel costs might forgive slightly heavier, more powerful engine options. This forces companies to manage different engine displacement and hybrid assist levels for the very same model platform. Adapting tech and size for North American drivers. The North American market, dominated by the United States, poses a unique challenge due to specific consumer desires for size, power, and high-level standard features. American buyers often want vehicles that offer a feeling of substantial presence, which means traditional compact cars frequently fail to gain traction outside of select urban areas. Localization for North America focuses heavily on these aspects. Size and presence. American drivers prefer larger vehicles, particularly mid-size SUVs, full-size trucks and powerful three-row vehicles. Japanese brands must adapt global platforms by extending wheelbases, widening body panels, and designing imposing front fascias. Models that sell well globally as compact crossover often have to be enlarged significantly to succeed in the US. Engine power. Power outputs are generally higher for US-bound vehicles. Buyers expect plenty of horsepower and torque, especially in trucks and SUVs, for towing and highway merging. A four-cylinder engine designed for efficiency in Japan is frequently replaced by a robust turbocharged or V6 unit for the American version of the same vehicle. Infotainment and connectivity. US and Canadian buyers demand advanced intuitive infotainment systems. Features that are optional in Japan often become standard in North America. This includes large touchscreens, seamless integration, and advanced telematics. Large touchscreens. Screens 12 inches or larger are rapidly becoming the norm. Seamless integration. Standard wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto is expected, not a premium extra. Advanced telematics. Buyers want sophisticated built-in navigation and connected services optimized for massive highway networks. The importance of driver assist features by region. Advanced driver assistance systems are crucial for safety and brand appeal today. However, the exact ADAS features required or even permitted change dramatically depending on local driving conditions and regional regulations. Simply installing a universal safety suite is no longer adequate. Automakers must localize these safety systems to provide true driver value. Hyper-localization of driver assist technology addresses specific environments. Dense urban centers in Asia and Europe. In congested cities, drivers need highly effective low-speed stop and go support. Adaptive cruise control systems must be tuned to operate smoothly in heavy traffic, stopping and starting without abrupt movements. Parking assist systems and 360-degree cameras are essential for navigating tight spaces and narrow streets. High-speed highways in North America. US drivers spend more time at high speeds over long distances. Systems need calibration for these conditions. Japanese automakers focus on advanced lane-keeping assist and adaptive cruise control that functions flawlessly at speeds exceeding 80 mph. Blind spot monitoring systems must also account for the longer, wider vehicles prevalent in the US. Regulatory differences. Safety mandates vary regionally. For example, some Euro NCAP requirements might demand specific pedestrian detection features that are not yet mandatory in North America or vice versa. This forces companies to create regional hardware and software packages to meet the highest safety ratings everywhere they sell vehicles. What will Japanese car features look like in 2026? For the consumer, the impact of hyper-localization appears most clearly in the vehicle itself. By 2026, Japanese automakers are shifting away from the one-size-fits-all philosophy that often defined their products in decades past. Instead, they are prioritizing noticeable, market-specific changes in everything from the underlying vehicle structure to the climate control buttons you press every day. These changes reflect sophisticated product planning designed to maximize regional appeal and sales success. The rise of region-specific EV architectures. Electric vehicles require completely new engineering compared to older gasoline platforms. Although automakers want to reuse global EV platforms to save money, the reality is that basic architectures must be heavily customized to meet regional demands. We will not likely see the exact same platform supporting two vastly different vehicle types in two separate continents without major modifications. Understanding local preferences is key to growth and market dominance. Stay tuned for Part 2. Please comment, like, share and subscribe for more automotive information like this. Thank you for watching.